Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4927. Happy Friday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in week 7 of our London Black Knights franchise, and we are going to be down south in Florida in the Sunshine State at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. And to my knowledge, that is the only NFL stadium to have a swimming pool in it. I've seen it multiple times, but on TV and stuff. But seems like a pretty interesting stadium to be in. So, gonna be battling off against the Jags, and then next week will be our bye week, and then we'll be in East Rutherford to battle off against the New York Jets. So, without further ado, we will see you at kickoff time in hot, sunny Florida.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the London Black Knights.
Alright, now it is kickoff time here in TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. So now the London Black Knights are ready to kick it, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are ready to return. They do get stopped whatsoever at the 31. So we see the rookie Josh Alcindor stepping onto the field for the first time in this episode for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He went to UCLA, and they're going to run the football with James Robinson, and he only gains about 2 yards there on that play. So now this will be a 2nd and 8 now here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Jacksonville, they're going to throw the football. That could have been an INT though, but it wasn't. So anyway, 3rd down and 8 now for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And Jacksonville looks like they're just going to throw the football to Dede Westbrook, who is not related to former NFL running back Brian Westbrook, who formerly played with the Philadelphia Eagles with Donovan McNabb. So, anyway, 1st and 10 now for Jacksonville. They run the football, and somebody on the O-line for Jacksonville is down and hurt. So, shout out to the 2011 uniforms of this Jaguars team. The logo looked really cool. I mean, at least they brought back the nice uniforms from in 2018. And this will now be a 3rd and 8 now for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Jacksonville is supposedly going to throw the football. That's going to be a completed pass to Tyler Eifert. But does he get that 1st down? No, he does not. But Antonio Brown is ready to return the punt here for London. So they're going to punt this away, and it appears that it's going to be out of bounds at the 27-yard line. So we see Andy Dalton stepping onto the field for the first time for the London Black Knights. So we got our running back, Leonard Fournette. He makes his return to Jacksonville, and he spent the first 3 seasons of his career with the Jags. A gain of 14 yards, though, that's going to be a 1st down for the London Black Knights. So we're going to use another run play. It will still be Leonard Fournette either way as our running back. So I'm just going to hand the football off to Leonard Fournette, and he uses a nice juke move there. He does get stopped at the 47, and this will be a 1st down and 10. So basically, I'm just going to use a quick slant route with Andy Dalton throwing the football, and I'm hoping my receiver will be Antonio Brown, and possibly he can get a TD on this drive. So now he uses a juke move, and it looks like Antonio Brown, he gets it into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the London Black Knights, 47-yard touchdown, and it will now be a 7-0 lead here in Jacksonville for London. So we'll see you guys in the second quarter. All right, now 4th and 12. Antonio Brown, he's ready to return the punt here for London. And the Jags punt it, and he looks like he's going to return it. And he's going to get stopped down at the 49. That's going to be a 14-yard return there. Not very much yards for this London offense. So I'm just going to use the 94 will run play with Leonard Fournette as my halfback. So he went to LSU, got drafted by the Jaguars in 2017. And Leonard Fournette, he gets stopped at the 34 there. So he has 3 rushes, 41 yards there. He is only 59 yards away from making that big 100. So if he wants to make the big 100, he'll have to run more yards in this game. A lot more yards, actually, come to think of it. So now Leonard Fournette, he has the football. He's going to run for it. And he gets it safely into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the London Black Knights. 34 yards. His first touchdown in TIAA Bank Field in a London Black Knights uniform, and London leads at 14-0. All right, now this is going to be a 1st down and 10. Josh Alcindor, he gets sacked by Quan Alexander, and the Jags lost 7 yards offensively on that play, and we do get our first sack of the game, so just keep that in mind defensively. So our defense is at an 88 overall, and Quan Alexander, he gets an INT, who you guys saw make the sack there. He jumps on into the end zone, and he gets a pick 6, so that will be his 3rd interception of the season. First one for a touchdown for an INT, so we'll just check out the replay. And I wasn't really expecting that, so I really wasn't paying attention. But now I realize I just claimed that INT and just returned it all the way to get 6 points. So it's now going to be 21-0 here in Jacksonville, Florida. We're going to take a break here, and we'll see you guys possibly after the 2-minute warning. All right, now this will be a 4th and 16 now here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The 2-minute warning had just ended about 40 seconds ago. That's why I wanted to wait until Jacksonville was on 4th down. And we claim that possession, and we get stopped at the 45. Anyway, we're going to do a pass play. We're going to use the double slants right here on 1st down and 10. So Andy Dalton, he is ready to throw this football, and he gets pressured there. He almost gets sacked, though. And now this will be a 2nd down and 10. So I'm just basically going to use the fade smash pass play on that 2nd down and 10 whatsoever. So we're at the 45. So Andy Dalton, he's going to throw this pretty deep, and he catches it with both hands, Golden Tate. And that's going to be a 1st down and 10 here for the Black Knights. So we're just going to run it in with Leonard Fournette, 94 will, run play. And Dalton hands the football off to Leonard Fournette. And then Leonard Fournette, he's still on his feet. He gets his 2nd touchdown of the game. So this will be his 2nd rushing TD. And that's actually his 2nd touchdown of the season. So this will be his 1st game that he played all season. So we're going to do a 2-point conversion, and we'll see you guys in the second half. All right, now it is kickoff time here in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Golden Tate, he is ready to return the kickoff, and he does get stopped at the 30-yard line. So we're just going to use a simple run play on 1st down. 94 will. So we have 177 total yards, 23 away from making the big 200. And Leonard Fournette, he only gained about, I'm guessing, 3 yards on that play. So that's going to be a 2nd and 7 now. And Andy Dalton, he's going to hand it off to Leonard Fournette. And he uses another juke move. And he's going to use a triple juke move there that time. And he has 141 rushes. That's a 46-yard run there. So this will be his 2nd rush for over 20 yards. So that's really, if he keeps this great performance up of running the football, basically, he's likely going to be AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And I only do this because this will be his return to Jacksonville, and that's where his NFL career actually began. But Leonard Fournette, bad news. He is down and hurt. So I'm just going to have to sub out a quarterback, and I'm going to use some Joe Flacco. And I'm going to use the Texas pass play on first down and 10, on 3rd and 4, excuse me. I'm hoping that Fournette will return and Rob Gronkowski gets his first touchdown of the game, and it's now going to be 36-0 here in Jacksonville. We'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, now this is going to be a 2nd and 12 now from the 29, and they're just going to run the football. They get stopped at the 31. James Robinson, 8 rushes and 3 yards. Now this will be a 3rd and 10 now here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Jacksonville, they're going to throw this football, and that is going to be INT'd by Jalen Ramsey, also making his return. He got drafted by Jacksonville in 2016 from Florida State University. And positive news, though, Leonard Fournette is able to return in this game, which is great. He had a pulled hamstring, but it wasn't too serious, so yeah, so he has 10 rushes, 154 yards, and 2 touchdowns in this game so far. And the 3rd quarter is almost over, so that's really where we really want to be. So he could be offensive player of the game. And now Antonio Brown gets this touchdown and pretty easy. So that will be his 10th receiving touchdown of the year for AB. And we will see you guys in the 4th quarter. All right, now this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. And now Josh Alcindor, he throws that football. That's going to be incomplete. He has 2 INTs in this game. Jimmy Smith, bad news. He has a torn labrum. He will not be able to return in this game whatsoever. And we're ready to use some more Joe Hayden possibly. And Alcindor, he throws that football. That's going to be incomplete, but it was thrown to be out of bounds, but they're still at their own 44-yard line, basically, and they're just going to get sacked, and the ball is out, so Jerry Hughes recovers the ball, and we get stopped at the 29-yard line. That's going to be a 1st and 10 now here for London. And we're going to use some Cam Newton in this. So we're just going to basically throw the football. I'm going to use some Golden Tate the third. And we're going to use a quick slant right here. There's only 7 seconds on that low clock there. So we made it in perfectly. So Cam Newton, he's going to throw this to Golden Tate the third. And Golden Tate, he jumps on into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the London Black Knights. First receiving touchdown of the game. And Sheldon Rankins got a fumble recovery there. And now this is going to be a 1st down and 10 for the London Black Knights. So London, basically, I'm just going to use the dagger pass play on 1st and 10. Jacksonville has 4 turnovers in this game. Leonard Floyd had his 4th sack of the season, and Justin Jefferson, he gets his first reception of the game. 3 for 3, 61 yards there. 23-yard reception by Jefferson himself. So now we're going to use the dagger pass play on 1st down. Actually, 1st and goal. And I'm just going to run it in with Joe Flacco into the end zone. And I get stopped at the 3-yard line. Anyway, it's going to be a 2nd and goal now. Jacksonville does get their first sack of the game. And now we got Joe Flacco. And he just runs it in from 3 yards out. So he gets his first rushing touchdown of the game. And we're going to take a break here. We'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, now Jalen Ramsey, he gets 2 INTs in this game. 5th interception of the season. He has 3 pick sixes whatsoever. And now we're going to use the PAX dig on 1st down and 10. Jacksonville has 5 turnovers in this game. And now we got Joe Flacco ready to throw the football. He's going to pass it to AB. And he gets an 18-yard reception there. And he has 89 yards, so 11 more yards until he makes that big 100 receiving yards mark. So now Flacco, he's going to throw this to Antonio Brown. He does get a first down, though, and he passes over 100 receiving yards in this game. So now I'm going to put Antonio Brown, and I'm thinking about using some Marvin Jones Jr. We really haven't used a whole lot of him in this episode, but I'm just going to use him as a receiver since Antonio Brown technically made over 100 receiving yards in this game. So Flacco, I'm going to throw this to Marvin Jones. He drops it. 5 for 6, 92 yards whatsoever. I'm just going to use an I form. I'm going to use a simple quick slant route here. And they're going to change up the play itself. So now my primary receiver will be Marvin Jones. So now Flacco, he's going to throw this to Jones. And Marvin Jones gets it into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown. First receiving touchdown of the game for Marvin Jones. And we're going to fake PAT, and we'll hopefully get 2 points there. If not, if we don't actually get it, oh well, we still win this game. And we get a win in our bye week. So I'm going to throw this, and I get sacked. So we do not make that 2-point conversion count. All right, now this is going to be a 2nd and 18 now. Alcindor, he throws the football. That's going to be incomplete. So now we're at the 16 rather, excuse me. There's only 14 seconds left. That's what I was about to say. And now he's going to throw this football. Incomplete pass whatsoever. So now I'm going to be ready to return the punt here for London. So we got Antonio Brown ready to return. And there's only really 5 seconds left. And we're not really going to score a touchdown here. And this will be a 1st down and 10. They're going to be at the 50-yard line. We're going to use a PAX dig off 1st and 10 whatsoever. And Joe Flacco, he's ready to throw this football. And I'm going to pass it to Marvin Jones. The game is over. The London Black Knights win it on the road in Jacksonville. And they got an upcoming road game against the New York Jets in East Rutherford, New Jersey, coming into those next 2 weeks. Because next week would be a bye week. And we're still undefeated no matter what. So Leonard Fournette had 154 rushing yards in this game. That's really the important thing in our victory. That's the reason why basically we won. And I'll explain more about the statistics right now. So Flacco, 158.3 passer rating, 3 touchdowns in this game. Andy Dalton, 149.3 passer rating with 1 touchdown in this game. Josh Alcindor, the UCLA man, had only 3 INTs, no touchdowns really. Jacksonville didn't score a touchdown, so Cam Newton on his only throw was a touchdown. And Leonard Fournette, like I said, he had 154 rushing yards, but he did have 2 touchdowns in this game today. And that's a great thing to hear on his return to Jacksonville. Joe Flacco only had 1 rushing touchdown, so Antonio Brown, he had 102 receiving yards. He had 2 touchdowns in this game. Marvin Jones, he had 1 touchdown. Gronk also had a touchdown, and Golden Tate also had a touchdown offensively. Defensively, let's take a look at how many sacks. Leonard Floyd, Devin McCourty, Ed Oliver, Jerry Hughes all had 1 sack. Miles Jack, Tremaine Edmonds, Quan Alexander, Dennis Gardner, and CJ Mosley all had a sack in this game. Jalen Ramsey, he had 2 sacks, 2 INTs rather. Quan Alexander, he had 1 INT whatsoever. Quan Alexander's was the one that got it in to the end zone for the touchdown. Jalen Ramsey's INTs were not returned for touchdowns. So that wraps it up, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more content, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.